As you can see, when I try to power on the TV, the status indicator blinks several times but stay lit. However, the screen remains completely black. I am performing a light tap test on the panel, but there's no light diffusion or response at all. So let's flip it over and find the root cause. First, let's check the main power supply. As you can see, the 12 volt output from the SMPS is perfectly stable. Now, checking the 12 volt pins on the LVDS connector. Unexpectedly, the auto multimeter switched to ohms mode and started beeping. This indicates a direct short circuit on the 12 volt rail. After disconnecting the LVDS cable, the short circuit is gone. This confirms that the fault is not on the main board. So, moving to the T-Con board, checking across the 12 volt VIN fuse. Still a direct short. This panel's power management circuit contains the CM501 IC. Get the full circuit diagram at the ornatepixels.com. Check the link in the video description. 3 filter capacitors are connected to the ground from the 12 volt output of the fuse. Then there are 3 more filter capacitors in the AVDD boost section, and these 3 filter capacitors are connected to the ground from the voltage supply pins of the IC. So the short circuit could be at any of these locations. In this situation, I will need to cut the trace right here to isolate the sections. Now isolate the first section by cutting the 12 volt trace right here. Okay, check this out. The short circuit is gone from the fuse section, but the short remains in the IC sections. Now we are removing the first 3 capacitors from the IC's AVDD section. Okay, now let's measure again. Still beeping, the short circuit is still there. Now taking out the other filter capacitors. Unbelievable, even after removing all capacitors, the short remains. This is the logic level shifter circuit. Let's finally check its filter capacitor. The meter shows a short circuit here. Now, the big question is, will removing this fix everything? Okay, moment of truth. Let's measure again. And there is, the short circuit is gone. 22 kilo ohms, perfect. Now joining the cut trace, putting the others back and replacing the faulty capacitor. Success! If this helped, please subscribe for more. Thank you so much.